It's Unfiltered, the newest episode. And I'm back with Chef Jeff, Hufer,
Hey.
Lethal Weapon,
Hey.
and the Mad Hatter.
What's up?
Sorry, I kind of rushed through everybody right there. We've been chatting. But yeah, we are in the newest episode. First episode, we were just trying to figure out where we're at in the Unfiltered. We were going to do a different show, and we turned it into an Unfiltered, so more about that stuff later on. Hey, guys, welcome to the podcast. Glad to have you. Some of you back. Hufer, you've never been on the podcast before. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Hufer. I'm Town Hall 10. I've been slowly working on it for like the last 3 months or so. Just slowly taking my time with it. Level 30 King, level 31 Queen. Was used to be known as the professional scout. Well, now that we got the extra 30 seconds, that title's been taken away.
Nice. Oh, we took the title away, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm getting 3 stars instead.
Formerly known as the professional scout. Chef, what's been new with you?
Not much, man. Just making some loot, trying to figure out everything after the update, and just trying to get everything up. Still working on my way, get my heroes up, and trying to get closer to Town Hall 11.
Nice. So, and we were pretty close. We were pretty close as 10s, and then I just jumped up because I couldn't stand it. So awesome. And Lethal Weapon.
Yo, I am still. Let's see. I'm trying to think where I left off last time. Still at Town Hall 10. Kind of pushed the button to go to 11. Immediately came to my senses. Canceled it. Have just tonight hit 40 heroes finally. So
that's
now
that
grind is over.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Yes, it feels kind of weird not having to farm dark for heroes anymore. It definitely feels odd. Offense is just about max. Got a few more to go. But yeah, I'm probably going to keep maxing out 10 before I go to 11.
What are you
those
do
witches are tempting. I know.
So you can pretty much be done with DE for a while. What do you need? What do you need for elixir at Town Hall 10?
Like two or three more troops. That's it. Like archers, P.E.K.K.A.s, and dragons. That's really it. I'm looking forward to getting those done so I can start dumping it in the walls. Those magma walls look pretty. They don't really serve much purpose, but they look good. So I'm going to try to get them.
All right. Well, and I do have a tip for you about that. If you do go to 11, there's something I thought of. So, okay, we'll come back to it. Hatter, how about you? The Mad Hatter.
Yo. Hey, what's up, Scotty? Yep. Still at Town Hall 10. Got 35 heroes right now. Just trying to grind out them point defenses right now. Right now I'm on the archer towers. All my expos will be going to max pretty soon. So, yeah.
Okay, so these guys are pretty new 10s. Well, really, all of you. You guys have only been 10 since in the last couple months, right?
I was the first one to push the button, and it was like 2.5 months ago. And
wow.
I'm thinking that Hufer and Hatter pushed the button within 2 or 3 weeks after I did, maybe a little longer.
We pushed it at ClashCon. We found out that they weren't giving us anything.
Yep.
Okay.
Right when they saw that there was nothing major coming with the update that would affect them, they went ahead and went up. And it's really sad to see how much green elixir we've been pumping into this. It's like you go up that new Town Hall level and you want those new toys, so it's like you don't wait. I mean, we're talking a couple months into Town Hall 10, and we're already on the backside of upgrading. It's funny.
It's
it's fun. Get it?
Yeah. Well, you guys also had your heroes maxed out, I think, for
Yeah.
the most part.
Yeah. I mean, they had a few, maybe one level or something, but yeah, it was much max. But now, with the way the game has changed, it's almost. I mean, I'm seeing people now jumping at like 25 hero. It's like, it's just such a Town Hall 9. It's almost antique now. You know, it's like everybody's trying to get up to 10. Yeah, that's a southern word, I think.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Huff? I mean, are you okay? Let's just kind of move into that, because I think it's going to get into everything we kind of want to talk about. We haven't done a podcast for a while. Holidays, busyness, update. Since the update, there's been outrage, but but there's all this new stuff and farming, and what's been happening since post update. What's been memorable about the last couple weeks? December 8th, I believe it was. So we're looking at 3.5 weeks or so. We've had time to kind of adjust, see what's happening, see what's going on, and who wants to jump in?
I mean, for me, I don't know, trying to farm, it's been all over the place. I've been trying super queening, jive art, just switching it up, slowly farming stuff up. Christmas and all, I haven't been doing much farming. So
farming DE? Is that your?
Yeah, mainly farming DE and gold, whatever comes in at the time.
Okay, well, let's just maybe we start on that. How's the farming been? Is it getting better?
Yeah, it's getting better now that we got the 1-gem boost for everything. I've been finding more loot that's available. As a newer Town Hall 9, 10, I don't have the strong, crazy free spells and stuff like that. So for a while, it was kind of hard to get any loot because I could only take on. Mostly, I was finding 10s out in the wild, and it's hard for me to take it on with just level 1 freeze or level 2 freeze. Trying to take all the DE.
Yeah. The transition from any new Town Hall level is really tough, but it's definitely the toughest at Town Hall 10 because it kind of like it kind of throws you in there. You really can't, for farming. It's really hard to go up against Inferno Towers with Town Hall 9 troops. But like you said, the 1-gem boost, it's really helping. It kind of feels like the old days. The biggest question that we've been kind of tossing around on TeamSpeak and stuff is the dead bases. I know that we've heard rumors that Supercell has changed the Supercell. It might be an appropriate term. Supercell has changed the algorithm in how long dead bases will float around in the wild before they're removed, and it was kind of like you didn't see them. So basically, but then it's like when you hit Crystal, for some reason I started seeing a lot more dead bases. So I'm not sure if they're maybe removing them at a lower trophy level or what the deal is, but the whole farming system has changed. It's definitely very different than what it was.
Well, welcome to the show, Ricky Bobby, if he can hear right now.
I think he's getting it together.
He's still getting it together. Okay, well,
has Ricky ever been on the show before?
No.
I don't know.
I know we've talked
Ricky
about him a lot
before.
We've talked about him. We talked about him a lot.
Yeah, we have. Well, Chef. Okay, so here's what I've been thinking about now as you guys have been talking about the farming. So I went right up after the update. I went up to Town Hall 11. Gemmed it out, and I have to say I got an awesome Christmas present from Hufer and Lethal Weapon. They got me my Warden, so thank you very much. I was having a really hard time getting that elixir, and it was really, really rough. And I saw that Warden sitting there, and it was amazing. It was like, ooh, this brand new toy. It was the drone I didn't get for Christmas. And so, and once you get that first level, which was like 6 million or 7 million, whatever it was, I just kept going down in elixir, down and down and down for days. Just, it was horrible. But after that, it was, like 2 million for the next level. And it's only like a 12-hour upgrade or, so it's pretty quick to actually get the next few with just a couple war wins and, doing a little super queening, trying to figure out like the stuff. But it was, I wonder if part of the frustration it has been like, or maybe even mine, was that I was a brand new Town Hall 11, so I'm getting the matchmaking's different. Of course, the trophy system, the league system, how the entire game had just shifted in a major way. And you're trying to find this new loot, where things are supposed to be going, but then you're also a new Town Hall 10. And I know Maximus just had went to 9 and he was having growing pains. And I said, but that might just be Town Hall 9. You just went to 9.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, any new Town Hall change is rough. And I think one of the reasons that 11 is so rough is, like, think about it. Whenever you go from 9 to 10, basically you're not hitting 8s anymore, ever, because the loot penalty is so rough. Even if they're, like, fully maxed out storages, you're not getting enough to hit it. So what do you have to choose from? You have all these 10s, which are everywhere. But when you go to 11, it's like, what do you have to choose from? Not hitting 9s anymore because it's not worth it. And there's no 11s out there. So all you have to choose from are all these 10s. And because they've been so long without an upgrade, there are so many strong Town Hall 10s, so many max defense Town Hall 10s. It's crazy. So that's why I immediately came to my senses and canceled the button. I was
User disconnected from your channel.
You had to basically, for me, and I want to know from Chef and Hatter too, what happened, but it was basically in a point where it was either a full army, a full war army. So you couldn't really do, like, for me, I couldn't do my armies that I was doing without adding the push army, really, where I'm having to boost more, and I couldn't play at the rate that I'd like to play. Like, you do it, you can break even with this amount of troops and play, like, go in once an hour or, whatever during the day, where I got my spells on boost sometimes, and then I just go in and I use all the spells normally anyways, but I have to bring in actual, like, war armies. And now I've switched to Super Queen and practicing my Queen Walk, because I gave up. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to have fun and ride with it until this is figured out. And then I started making loot. So, Chef, you have been a long time 10. How was the farming post update?
I was where you are maybe like a couple of weeks ago. I was running a lot of war-style raids out in the wild, partly to just kind of get better at it, because I feel like if you're running those comps out in the wild, you're just naturally going to get better at it when you're in wars. But I was just hemorrhaging elixir. It was just, I could not hold on to it. I was making gold okay, but I just was having a tough time. You're running like 5 golem attacks and you're not making any dark elixir. So I really got to a point where I had to skip a war because I had no elixir. And then I got back into super queening, and I think it just took a little bit of time to kind of figure out how that works now. And it's really just, running, maybe bringing a couple more rages and being really smart about, avoiding infernos and maybe picking bases a little bit smarter. But I've been a lot better in terms of getting loot doing that now. And so I'm, I can hit 9s and take out pretty much the entire base. Might run out of time, or I'll just be smart about hitting 10s.
How many with Super Queen?
Yeah, with Super Queen. So I'm running like 8 healers, and then I'll usually run a bunch of minions, although sometimes I'll mix in some balloons to maybe send in at an Inferno Tower, or maybe a couple giants here and there. But it's really just minions and 8 healers. And then I'll bring like 2 freeze, 2 rage, a couple haste, something like that.
And are you using all your spells mostly? Are you?
I use them when I have to. Depending on the base, I don't always have to use a freeze if I'm not near an Inferno. That's kind of more of a, my queen is really getting into trouble because once those things lock on, your queen's getting drained super fast. So you need to either drop a freeze so that she can get healed back up so you can bail out of the raid, or freeze to, if she hasn't quite gotten the dark elixir storage yet, you can use a freeze and do it that way. But so you don't have to use them, but you invariably will always use at least 1 to 2 rages, especially when you're going up against Town Hall 10.
Yeah, and that's the difference. That's we were talking about this a lot earlier. That it's kind of like they just nerfed it a little bit, and like you said, it's definitely not dead. I know before the update, everybody was like, "Oh, Super Queen's dead," but once we've gotten used to it now, it's almost like it's always been this way. Used to with Super Queen, you could drop her down, you could drop the healers on her, and go make a sandwich. I mean, it was seriously, it was so easy.
Really?
To Super Queen. I remember.
I missed out on that.
Clear. Yes. You missed the glory days of Super Queen. I could clear a max defense Town Hall 9 with using like 1 spell, and now you're gonna use 1 to 2 rages. I mean, there's some. If I find a really big loot, I mean, I'll dump all of them. We were talking about this earlier with the Infernos. You can kind of dance around them. It's very delicate, and there's a couple tricks you can use. One that I've been finding that's working really well is stacking the phase and the rage. So basically, if there's not a ton of trash around the Inferno, as soon as she gets into range, you can let her die down a little bit. Then you can drop a rage on her and the healers, and then you can phase her. So whenever she's phased and raged, she's just chewing through buildings so fast.
Ooh.
And a lot of times she'll clear through the 2 or 3 buildings she needs to. She'll get on the Inferno. And if it's a multi, then yes, she'll drain down, but you still have 2 or 3 shots. So as long as she can get it, you may have to drop another rage, but you can get her back up. And one thing that I've been just looking for is I look for bases that have a ton of DE, and I look for the 3 things: the drills, the Town Hall, and the storage. And a lot of times on these max bases, they're actually away from the Infernos, like just to where you can kind of just get her in to get it. And I mean, that's how I farmed all of my heroes, was with Super Queen. And I'd still be doing it now if I was still going really dark heavy. But right now I'm just having fun with these full armies.
How about you, Hatter? Oh, sorry, Chef. Go for it.
Yeah. One of the things I was going to say, that one of the real adjustments I've had to make after the update is I've been such in this mode of, okay, get to the core, get the Dark Elixir storage. And now after the 1 gem boost, I have to really go, okay, let's take a look at these, drills on the outside. Because sometimes you end up missing those and you look at your raid afterwards and go, oh man, I just missed out on so much, loot that I could have just dropped a couple minions or, just done a perimeter walk around the base. You don't even have to go to the core. You can just walk around
sometimes just,
and clear
just
out
walk
all
around
the
the whole
collectors,
base.
And maybe you only have to use your healers and no spells. That can be pretty efficient.
See,
or sometimes I'll just drop her if I just see 1 full drill sitting out in the corner, like where I can get it. Just drop her, hit her phase, and then take it and leave. I mean, you lose the cups, but there's times where you can pick up like 500 to 800 dark just by doing that. The 1 gem has definitely changed things. And I was going to add what you said about the balloons. That's something that I wish I would have done a long time ago, because I bring the 46 minions, but I also bring 4 balloons, and then I try to bring a CC with balloons too. And you can just do so much with those balloons. It's crazy. And I would recommend to anybody out there super queening, if you're doing it, bring 4 balloons and just watch and see how you can use them. It really helps.
Just clear.
Yeah, well-timed loons with a haste in there will just distract an Inferno too. Like if you've got 5 loons coming in, the multi hits on those guys, and that buys your queen a few more seconds of time to get in there and do some work.
If it's if it's a dead base, normally on dead bases you need to get the whole base, and so a lot of times time will get you. Well, if you've got if the Expos are down and the Infernos are down, you can kind of see a big chunk of the base that as soon as she takes the air defense, you can send those loons and minions in from the other side, and it just kind of they come in with her. Or like you said, you could even save them if if the queen takes a weird angle and the air defenses are popping the healers. A lot of times you can drop those loons and directly target the air defense. So yeah, it'll get one healer, but after that, the loons might not take out the air defense, but at least they'll tank long enough for her to get back around to it. The loons have saved tons of raids.
I just want to know, Scotty, when did you start Super Queen?
Honestly, in the last when I think it was when I saw that they put the barracks on boost, or right before that. It's very recently. What I was doing before that was going in, and I was doing just the Queen Walk. I wanted to learn it better for war, so I was doing a Jai Barch with the Queen Walk. And I was really a lot of the times, because I got to that point in the farming where I just was so frustrated. I think Lethal Weapon said it right one night on TeamSpeak, where you'd said after the update that you're used to a certain rhythm in upgrading, and being able to I was on a really good kick with the king and the heroes, almost once a week or once every 10 days, and all of a sudden that stopped. And so at that point, I felt like my rhythm was gone. And so I started with the Queen Walk on the outside, learning it a lot better, getting a really good feel for it. And then I thought, well, let me try this Queen Walk thing, because I still was not I was not winning enough with the league bonus to push my elixir up very much. So I thought I'll try barching. I'll try minion swarming. I'll try, whatever I need to do. Do I need to just burn dark elixir? And I had never really tried a full Super Queen, but I had practiced that Queen Walk so much that I didn't have a bad first experience with it. And it almost seems like, and I was using the Warden with her, which I was calling the Hefner, because the Warden Queen walking with the healers on her, it's like she's outside cheating with the Warden, and she would sometimes switch next to. Sometimes it can go wrong in the healer switch to him, but if you can let them get on her and them a little bit ahead, you've got kind of this added barrier with the Queen Walk. So that kind of came into it too, and I was trying to do some stuff in war, and so it's fun though. And in fact, Maximus started doing it. He's a TH9 with a level 5 Queen, and does 8 healers, and is wrecking it. And so is Britney Spears.
That's awesome. That's so funny. It's awesome. So, yeah, he's a pretty new 9, right?
Yeah, so he's got a level 5 Queen. He's got maxed healers, and he goes in, and I couldn't believe it, because I never thought you could do a Super Queen or Queen Walk with things with that low of a Queen, but it almost makes me wonder if the change actually benefited the lower level heroes. I'm not sure. I mean,
yeah, personally, I have a level 25, and personally I thought that it was going to be too low to Super Queen, but what you find is that with the lower level queens, you don't necessarily get hurt that much more. It's just that your offense is lower, so it just maybe takes you longer to clear out the base or do what you want to do. Don't be afraid to try it if you have a low level queen, and maybe you might need to bring an extra healer or not, but with the changes, I don't know if, that will even help or not.
Oh, here's a tip, because this is what I learned from these guys. And it's really cool. When you drop your heal, drop it on both the queen and the healer, because you'll get the queen to be doing a lot of shooting, but then the healers will stay in it for a lot longer. So I think that was something that I was doing like right away, was I would just put it on the healers where I could
Talking about the rage?
Yeah, the rage. Put the rage on the healers, and it was like you get way more worth out of it.
Yeah, if you can place it right, the healers almost walk right into it, or on the very outer edge of it, and then move it up more into it as the queen moves too. So,
Ricky Bobby, are you there?
I am here.
Hey man, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Ricky Bobby. I think I've been in the House of Elf for a little over a year. Town Hall 10, the Max Queen. Just got my king to 32 today. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. Upgrading defense as fast as I can right now, because I want to get the win. So I figured
Ricky Bobby is the silent farmer. He's the one where I'm over here boasting and bragging about it. He won't say anything. And then I go look at his base, and he's got more done than I do. I'm just like, man, fuck this guy.
Yeah, you never hear him like.
I can't keep up with the gems. I do that for my. I'll do that for my heroes, and I don't like to play a lot on the weekends. So if I have something finished up on a weekend, I'll gem it finished and burn gold for another upgrade. But all my elixirs going into the walls right now.
So how long have you been at TH10?
Oh man, it was about that time when everybody was.
Okay.
I don't know if I was right behind you, Mert, or right ahead of you, or I don't remember.
Ricky Bobby pushed the button. He pushed the button to go to 10, and he's going to beat me. So, like the day before his finished, I gemmed mine. I could beat him.
And then he had like a 35 queen by the time I hit 10. So,
man.
But yeah, my goal was once I got to 10, I wanted to get to 40. I was happy with the king just needed BP at 30. So I was like, get the queen to 40. So that's why I was super queen to that. And then after that, I was like, whatever dark elixir I get from farming for golden elixir, I'll just dump it into the king whenever I get a chance.
So you've been super queening
with,
as well.
I was before, when I was 9.5 before the update, which I'm glad I got. My queen was like 39 or something like that when I got to the update. But whenever they started forcing me to help against other Town Hall 10s, I was just getting wasted by Inferno Tower, so it was just pissing me off, so I quit. But I did it long enough to accomplish what I wanted to, and then moved on. Then back to, I just barge. I'm one of the bargers that I'm not afraid of next. I'll next for an
Ricky,
hour
how many magmas you got, buddy? I'm looking at your base right now. How many magma walls you got?
53.
No, oh my god.
You didn't know the number.
No, I removed everything on the edit mode. But yeah, 53.
I think I got like 14.
So when will you go to 11 then? Is it just me, or does it seem like people are going to jump through 10 faster?
I'm waiting a little bit because I want to get stuff in my lab upgraded. Like I want to max my freeze and have my golems 5 days out from max. Jump maybe. I'm not too concerned with that. Giants, I don't really use giants. So I don't know, maybe in a month or so. I don't keep saying that. I push it off. I'm like, well, maybe I'll max all my archer towers, which is what I'm working on now. But I got to wait for like a month for my stupid expos to finish up. But,
nice.
So yeah, I'm just kind of grinding.
Hatter, what are you farming with? You doing Super Queen?
All right, I don't want to say Super Queen is dead. Just my Super Queen is dead. Okay.
Why?
All right, because when I farm, I don't know you guys, but I like to watch TV. I got my reality shows, I got my Kardashians, I got my Survivor. And when you Super
you say
Queen now,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So anyway, so when I'm farming, I'm not like glued to my iPad. I'm trying to watch TV, glance at the iPad, but my queen will fucking die the moment I take my eyes off her, which is the worst thing when you're super queening, because then you got to wait 20 minutes, depending on how high of a level queen you have, till you get to go again. And you already brewed your super queen army, so it's either delete the army you have and then try to just barch something, or you got to wait for that queen, which is just so counterproductive. So I switched all that.
She's always boosted. Like if you're gonna super queen, she's always boosted.
She's always boosted, but if she dies, she still takes 20 minutes.
Yeah, I did fail to mention that my super queen usually dies. So I mean, they're getting better at
which is the worst.
Yeah, I mean it's.
So let me be the advocate for the House of L for Jaibarch, because Jaibarch, you can still watch your shows and you can farm relax mode. You could be half asleep and you can just go to work. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to be picky about the base either. So what I run is about 20 giants, 4 wizards, 8 wall breakers, 108 archers, 4 quakes, 2 rage. And I have quake base wide open for the DE. I just throw everything at it. 2 rage, all my giants, my heroes, and it just wrecks bases. So just take that with what you will.
20 giants. How many barbs?
No barbs. Nobody got time for that.
No barbs. 108 archers.
And don't forget a CC full of giants always helps. But sometimes if you could get high DPS, that works too.
So what spells are you running then?
I only use 2 rage every raid. Because it takes, on boost, 2 rage take the same amount of time as 4 quakes.
Interesting. I kind of like that idea.
He actually told me that. He actually told me that tonight. I was sitting here waiting on an army to cook, and like, dude, aren't you taking in quakes? And I was like, duh. Yeah, it does. It makes it go a lot quicker. That's what I was doing for that DE contest. That way, I didn't have to wait because you have to have jumps and or quakes. So
yeah, I was doing
them both in every raid.
It just seemed like I would be wasting a lot of dark elixir, now. But maybe I could see it really working.
Okay, but lethal takes in like 500 minions, which is who knows how much dark elixir. So I mean, I'm taking in 4 dark spells, which is probably the same
500
thing.
minions. 500. Yeah, it's about the same. It's like 500 dark for my minions, and I think it's like right at 500 dark for the spell. So it's about the same.
About the same.
And, I mean, but right now with the boost going on, you can afford it because everybody has DE in their drills. So I mean, it's like you're getting now where normally 2K would be a pretty good raid. Now you're getting like 4 to 5.
See, I was taking in Velks with it, and I was using barbs, archers, giants, and Velks just to kind of counterbalance that. Try to get everything done about the same time, and
Velks are actually pretty cheap. For what they are.
I was doing, and it was working all right until the update, and then it was like I couldn't reliably put a star on it with that army because everybody put in their army bases.
Yeah.
And I just lost my super queen, by the way. Again.
Wrong time. Yeah, you can't be doing nothing else. When you're super queen, you gotta just do that.
Yeah, you can't do anything else.
Well, I kind of like to put her in those situations and see what happens. Like the 2 expos, not good on her. That would just seem like, for me, at a level 30 queen, it is 3-point defenses. And I'm figuring out the distance with the air defenses, and how far she can shoot in, and when she's going to stop around the outside of the base, and really working it for all those war attacks. So I'm learning a lot and taking a lot with it to the other part of the game. Because
it's good to learn that, because it seems like every war attack now, it's almost every attack is centered around some sort of queen walk. I swear, we just came off that range war like a week ago. It was the FPC versus the Kryptonians, which the Kryptonians was made up of like 20 House of L members. Then the rest were mixtures from the Clash Files family, which is like Noble Hero, Steal the Glory, Kent Farmhouse. And then we had Watts from LexCorp, and we had a couple Raise Infinity guys in there, and a couple from Savage Sloops. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. That's all I can remember right now. And then it was a mixture of the other team had like pretty much this was like the Pro Bowl pretty much. The other side, it was a bunch of people from One Hive, Emphatic Elite, just like any top Fair Play War Clan, you name them, they had people there.
Cold September.
Cold September. Do you remember the rest at?
No, I just know them.
It was seriously. I mean, I looked at the list before when the team was getting on, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like every top Fair Play War Clan was there, and it was an epic war. I think we lost by 1 star, right?
We did. Here, let me, because afterwards I did some photoshopping and I put this up on Twitter. Like the breakdown, but I think it's really cool to hear this, because when I went and saw these statistics from this war, it was pretty amazing. Okay, so the Kryptonians versus the Fair Play FPC War Clan, Fair Play Community War Clan, 138 to 139. Okay, total destruction, it was 92.7% to 94%, 94.1%. Okay, here it was. Attacks used 100. So every attack was our side 98 attacks won, their side 96. Attacks lost, our side 2, there's 4. Attacks remaining was 0. Best attacks. Here's where it was really kind of cool. Okay, so we had 38 3 stars. They had 39. We had 12 2 stars. They had 11. And 0 1 stars. So this was like pretty impressive, if you kind of think about just in my mind, the way that stacks up is pretty impressive. Okay.
Who got most heroic attack?
Oh yes, I'm getting to that.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Okay, new stars per attack 1.38 on ours, 1.39 on theirs. 92.8 average destruction, 94.2 on their side. 2 minutes and 48 seconds average attack duration, 2 minutes and 52 seconds on their side. So it really showed that this was tight. That's as close to
yeah. And what really shines through on that score is, you're talking like literally top Fair Play in the game right now versus, just a bunch of guys that love Clash and do a lot of podcasts and, I know at House of L, man, we're just a bunch of mutts. That DP said it best, and we really are. Yeah. And, but man, everybody packed a lunch that day and came to put in fucking work. And I was so impressed, man.
It was exciting to watch.
Hufer, what were you going to say, buddy?
Well, I was going to say what it really came down to was the fact that they're used to tripling Town Hall 10s and we're not. We're in there, a lot of us are trying our first time attempts at trying to triple a Town Hall 10.
Yeah.
They're used to, their Town Hall 10s were used to doing it. So that really came down.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely more, they're a little ahead of the curve on that, yeah.
Well, and it was an epic. I ended up having to work over like nights, like stayed up 36 hours, more than that, because I had to, there was so much going on. I had to get my work done. So, Hatter had the most heroic attack on Tate from Saturday Night Hive podcast and One Hive Clan.
Fuck it.
And the best part was Tate was on TeamSpeak with us when Hatter went in and hit his base, which was really fun. And I do have to say, another fun thing, big shout out to RM for all the hard work he put in arranging and doing the backstage stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of other people too. If I'm forgetting you, or I just don't know. So big shout out RM.
Where that guy gets more shout outs than anybody ever.
Well,
you don't have a podcast if you're not giving him a shout out for something. He's everywhere, man.
Like this war. I mean, I knew something was coming up, but I didn't really realize it. Right, that it was going to be this big war. It kind of took me by surprise, and so and it goes to show how much work he puts in without a lot of stuff going around. It's behind the scenes.
I had no idea until I saw the roster, and I was like, "Holy shit!" But I want to go over Hatter's attack, man. I swear he's never made a 2-star attack look more like a 3-star ever. Tate is a he's not a max Town Hall 11. He was 100% max Town Hall 10. He added the Warden, Eagle, the other defenses, but like his Wizard Towers weren't max, stuff like that. And then Hatter is a pretty new Town Hall 10, and man, and it was an awesome Queen walk into like a 4-golem push. It was just an epic 2-star. I mean, I know we don't talk about 2 stars much, but man, it was something else, and it cleared up some of our top guys to be able to drop down. But yeah, that's what it came down to in that war, is the triples, and it makes my my failed attempt really sting that it came down that close.
It was
could have made a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the first one I went in,
those hurt.
Oh yeah, it was rough, and because some of it you could almost see, it wasn't like, it was like it was right there. People had went in, we looked at bases, talked about certain things, and it was just like each attack was so intense. You couldn't get in to watch the attacks. You had to watch it on Twitch or Camcord.
Every attack was full, yeah.
And dear Supercell, this year I would like more spectator slots. That is my
yes.
Because that was just crazy. I do want to say that, and Hatter's attack on that base, it's a really, really tough base. And I should know because I stole it from Tate and I turned it 90 degrees. And put it up.
That was so funny.
And that was a suggestion by RM.
Yeah, because Tate came in TeamSpeak and he was like, guys, he's like, I'm telling you, he's like, this face is super tough. He's like, we've been running it in wars. He's like, nobody's cracked it. So yeah, RM came up with the idea. Well, if it's so damn tough, he's like, let's build it, turn it 90 degrees, and just move the traps around. That was awesome.
And that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in Clash, because I did it the stupid way. I looked at the base and I went, okay, so each thing I'm turning it in my head and going back and forth between the picture and
you didn't just rotate the picture?
No.
What?
How
did you do that? How did you build it? That's an achievement.
Scotty talking about this.
It took me a long time. Oh, it took me like over an hour.
I bet.
And I started it. I'm going, okay, so the center is the Eagles here. So I'm like, the clan castle's here. And I'm like, okay, so this is going up. So on this picture next to the clan castle is that one tile or two. I can't see it from this angle. And I'm starting to like construct the whole base, and I'm hitting the home screen, looking at the picture, coming back to the base builder, just hitting the home screen so I just get a preview of it, go back. And by the time I was done, I was almost dizzy.
So you mean the picture was on the same device too?
Yeah.
Scotty, you're a madman. You're absolutely insane.
Every
time I build a base, I take a picture of it and I put it on my phone. That way I can sit my phone next to the iPad. My gosh.
I usually,
that's insane, dude.
If I just flip the home button, you get like the different screens. So it's kind of like a side-by-side comparison because I don't have to save it in the builder. I can be editing.
You don't have to actually go to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but, obviously, I didn't think it was going to be nearly as hard as it was to steal somebody's base, rotate it 90 degrees, and put it up. I'll just say that. So, thanks, Tate. But I did move some stuff around.
All I know for that war is they tell me that I need to build an anti-3, so I go and build one that Itachi says looks really good. And then I post it up there, and then here comes Mert and I'm on TeamSpeak. All that base looks like shit. You got to redo that whole base. So here I am. I'm like, damn it, there's like an hour left here, and I'm building it at work. There's like an hour left in war. I have my now fiance asking me where the hell I'm at, and then I got to go through and rebuild a whole new base.
Congratulations, Hufer. Now engaged.
Scotty.
Big shout out.
The clash will soon be at an end. That's all right.
And I'll do another congrats here to Big Fry today for hitting Titan League.
Yes, that's right.
And Benji hit Champion League the other night on TS. So, and he's been hanging out in Champ. So Benji's growing up.
Yep. Doing good.
And
it's all grows up.
Yep, and I do want to give a shout out to DP for learning the word totes today. It's also
Is that why he's been using it so much?
Yeah,
I noticed that he's using it every chance he gets.
He popped on and he said, "Is it? This may make me sound stupid, but am I the only one around here who doesn't know what the word totes mean?" Because I think Benji's been using it a lot. So we said it means totally. And so now I'm sure he's doing a totes L train.
Yeah, Scotty, TP's been doing it all day. So
yeah, it's hilarious.
But that clears it up. Well, man, after that FBC war, we have had some crazy wars in L.
Oh yeah,
just amazing. We keep getting these modding clans.
Yeah.
Just blatant, just where they drop the one archer on like the top 6 bases. And man, we've been beating them. The one we had last war, craziest war ever. It came down at the end. Town Hall 10 triples. They had 7. We had 2. But we won by 2 stars. And that's so crazy because the only way that happens is that means they didn't clear the 9s. And they didn't. They had 7 9s that they couldn't clear. But yet they got 7 Town Hall 10 triples. I think we're running some really good bases right now. Our Town Hall 9 bases, we've got, just because of these crazy wars we've been in, we're really getting some fresh, just very current, awesome bases. They couldn't touch them.
And it's crazy because they did use every attack.
Yeah, they were trying. I mean, they're Benji, I think, soaked up 5 attacks,
70.
Yes, several of our 9s soaked up more than 4 or 5 attacks, and even 10s were dropping down, and they just couldn't get them. And I will have to throw in.
By the way,
so close
of that war, Mr. Heroic, Ricky Bobby.
Hey.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we had number 1.
I hate 11s.
Yeah. Yes, we were all 51%. Like, okay, who's going at number 1? And there we see in chat, RB's like, I'll take it. We're like, dude, go for it.
You read that way more confident than I wrote it, but yeah.
It was more like,
sounded pretty confident.
I'll take it. Was it more like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I know I'm not going to get a 10 or like a 3-star and a 10, so I'm just like, well, I'm not going to improve anything else unless I dive down after Town Hall 9, which was we're taken care of. So I just go wipe my way to
glory.
Yeah.
Go wiping your way to glory.
That, on one, that was all DP because I just took his queen walk and then just took Pekka's and came in from a different side to stay away from the single.
Yeah, you came in exactly. Yeah, you came in from the side. So you did the queen walk up top to get in. You got the eagle out. But then just the way you adjusted it from the side, it was perfect. All of your Pekkas and your heroes just went. It was one of those bases where the defenses were super tight, compact in like a bottom diamond, and then the top, was really spread out. But it was an awesome attack, and it took a lot of pressure off of everybody else.
All the skelly traps are in the middle. So my Pekkas are wasting time on skeletons. I'm just like,
you're really moving up the war map. I hadn't really realized you're sneaking up there.
Yeah, Mert and I keep flip-flopping. I think you passed me this time. I was ahead of him last war.
Yeah, I swear we go back and forth like almost every war.
That's crazy.
Which another thing that's interesting, after all these crazy matchups, I sent Supercell, in the contact us in your settings button, basically asking them what's going on with these mismatches, that it's not just our clan. I've seen it all over Twitter, just crazy mismatches across the board. And they actually responded, and when they told me how they do the matchmaking, they said that they go on base strengths, of course, but they actually mentioned offense first. They mentioned troop levels, army camp capacity, and spells and heroes. And and then they mentioned defenses. And everybody knows that it's been, the weight really lied on the defenses. That's how it's been forever. But I'm telling you, I really think that I think they've changed. I think they've added a lot of weight to offense. I was talking to, when I told Itachi this, he said that he thinks that is correct because he has a defenseless account that doubled in weight just by adding 2 levels to his queen and lava hounds. So that right there, that says a lot. Because used to troops mattered very little. Like freeze spell was kind of heavy. But I really think that and I said this on one of our pods a long time ago. I said that I would very good chance of seeing them do this in the future. And I think they have.
Okay, so what has been going on with this weight change? I've heard things. I haven't seen anything on Twitter. I mean, just because I have been pretty busy. So
it's nothing official. I mean,
yeah, they never.
All of this is conjecture because Supercell will never release anything themselves.
Right, they never did in the first place. It's just after time people figured it out. So it's going to be kind of another thing if they, after time while people upgrade, they'll kind of track every single thing that they drop and.
But didn't
calculation.
Post
eventually we'll get it figured out.
Like figuring out people's war weights, wasn't that a big thing, or was that because so many people went to 10, or were they different?
No, it's because they reskewed it with Town Hall 11. Like I was with RM as we were trying to find people to possibly sub into war because we didn't hear back for the war, and now near max Town Hall.
And thank you.
It's like a 68 weight.
Yeah, it used to be a 75, so they've reweighted everything. But I don't know. If they don't give us matches, I don't understand why they don't just tell us.
And when you're talking about crazy matches, what do you
like? Crazy mismatches. Like what was it? House of L2. They're one of their last wars.
Oh yeah,
they got like. One Town Hall 11 and like 9 or 10 strong Town Hall 10s, and they had no 10s on their side. They had 8s and 9s.
Yeah,
and it's like how is that at all even in the realm of being a possibility for them to match up?
Because
it shouldn't be. And
the clan castles.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but they said back before this update that one of the tweaks they had done was they were going to allow the search timer to run longer to avoid bigger mismatches. But it seems like it's gotten worse. And I know I've seen a lot of people have been failing a lot in their range wars. And I just wonder if it's because they're adding, I mean, when you do an arranged war, you add in hero level, but I don't know, maybe you are going to have to start, which I guess most people are max offense anyway, but.
Can you still calculate based off your gold storage like you used to be able to? Has that changed?
Yeah, no, that's the same so far.
I mean, look at this war we're in right now. What is it, 11 Town Hall 11s we're up against?
Yeah, and 10 of them have the eagle down.
Yeah. I mean, and they all have like 40 heroes.
Yeah, they have 40 all the way down to like number 12. Like that's what.
So what are some things? How can you fight this eagle? Because I'm just starting to see it really do work. You know, mine isn't finished yet. Building. It's because I didn't put it down till later, so I haven't got to see it on defense. It's kind of like the Warden. The Warden's still kind of a mystery to me. I haven't got to play with the ability.
It's a powerful mortar. It's a very strong mortar, is what it is. It's splash damage, but it has infinite range, and it's like one shot equals like 10 max mortar shots, basically.
And this is where
because it does 750 hit points,
and it's triggered after how much of the?
It's like 100, 120. Something like that.
Which means
once you drop that much. What's that?
Don't do what I did. You got to be careful with your Super Queen. Don't bring too many healers if you see an eagle, because I had a mismatch of, like, you know, you're training things up in the barrack and they don't quite right. I just thought I'll throw more on and see what happens, and no, that was not pretty. So sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. You might as well just end that raid right there.
Yeah, it was rough.
Because even if you phase her, still that
dirty pirate,
the eagle will still hit her.
Nice.
Yeah, in this war, DP.
So
star number 5.
How are people dealing with it? Because at first it was just ignore it. You know, for
a lot of people been queen walking it.
Oh yeah, like
they take it out with the queen walk.
That's what Ricky did in his last attack.
You want to queen walk it, but you can't do that because most of the time it's buried in the center.
The best was when DP did that the very first war after the update. The clan we were going against, this guy had gemmed his warden, his town hall, his eagle, all that, and the poor guy never even got to see it shoot one time. DP came in, broke in with the queen walk, and took it out. And we were all sitting here laughing, thinking, this guy, he just spent this money, got his eagle, and he's like, oh, I'm being attacked. And he's sitting there looking at that thing thinking, oh, yeah, I'm about ready to fuck this guy up. And he's like, all right, any time now. Okay, well, here comes the queen. Okay, shit, it's gone. It's so awesome.
That was a clan that wanted us to put our town halls outside and all that. We never did we?
Oh God,
that was update day. Right. That was update day for that.
That was update day. It was.
Oh yeah. Well, and I'm rewatching DP's attack this war. He 3-starred number 5 in this war. Pretty amazing with the his level 3 witches. That's one other thing post update. He's got a level
and he has a max. And he has a max warden too. That
wow,
kind of helps. Level 20 warden, kind of helps out.
Guys and their max heroes.
That's pretty amazing.
We're not scared to whip out. We're not scared to whip out the credit card every once in a while.
I'm just doing my time now. That's pretty much where I'm going. And now the bad thing about going to Town Hall 11 was getting that elixir right away. So Murtaugh, lethal weapon. If you go to 11, make sure you have enough for the warden before you get there. If I would have done that, I think the transition would have been better.
Anytime I go up a town hall level, I fill every storage, my CC, fill everything. So I want to be able to dump it down. That's what Rude did. Rudax. He's a pretty new town hall 11. I think maybe a week now. and he filled everything, and he was able to get his lab, town hall, warden, and eagle.
Yeah, and
all in one whack.
What was I thinking? I don't know. Just
you were just like, down on 11, here I come.
It's update day.
Update day.
But yeah, so it was rough. That's the one big thing.
Well, at least you now have the eagle, Scotty, or the warden now. That's all that matters.
I know, and it's very impressive. It does a lot of. It's weird to watch or like to see what your troops do underneath it. It's like it almost feels a little bit different to me. Like it's just they're going in a little bit farther to seem a little bit stronger. So I'm really excited to get it to 5 when I get to do the tome, which I think will be awesome. But I mean, I haven't started my lab yet because I've been trying to do the warden at least to 5, and now I'm glad I went to 11. But that's me being indecisive right there. But I can really feel the hero pinch now because now I have to farm 2 heroes at the same time. With
well, at least they take different resources.
Yeah. So I'm simultaneously doing that. Now, if I just thought of myself as a TH10, I was dumping elixir into walls, and I'd rather be dumping it into that warden. So if the economy bounces, if it gets to where it should be, like a normal, I think I'll be doing just fine. Like with the warden,
but,
being able to...
And that's the thing. Loot's good. Loot's good right now, and I hope it's not just the boost. I know it's going to go down a little bit, but before the boost, it was awful. I mean, it seemed like every day somebody was on a Clash suicide watch. Where you can just tell the frustration. I mean, when you're farming, 2 or 3 boost sessions, and you have less than what you started with. I mean, it's really frustrating. You just have to. I think now though we're at the point where we're adapting, seeing what's changed, and just kind of rolling with it.
How many times has Itachi said he's going to retire?
Every Tuesday.
Loot was so bad.
Yeah, just about once or twice a week. He says, "All right, guys, this is last you'll see of me," and then he's on the next day.
I saw him last week post something in GroupMe, and I thought, oh, it's Itachi's retiring. I thought today was Wednesday. I guess it's Tuesday. Because he always retires every Tuesday about 1 in the afternoon. He's like, that's it, guys. I'm done. No, I'm not sure if it's that specific, but,
And then some bigger rain
and I know
happens.
Well,
I know a lot of people are frustrated right now, too, with them unveiling this new game, their Clash Royale, whatever, which is pretty much Pokemon just with Clash characters. I've seen people all over Twitter, saying Clash is in a state of disarray right now, and you're going to try to drop a new game on us. And I kind of see what they're saying, but it was bad time. I think Supercell needs to do something more for the players. They need to understand that people are not happy, and instead of just trying to pitch their side, they need to do something. They need to just anything. Add, let a few more dead bases come in. Do I don't know, extend the boost or something. But people are definitely frustrated with the game.
So don't you think it's turning a little bit?
The what?
Don't you think it's turning a little bit, like the mentality?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not as bad, and I think it's a direct correlation with the boost. I mean, it seemed like seriously 2 or 3 days into the boost, I wasn't hearing near as many people freaking out. But it's still not better.
What do you guys think?
I mean, War's still broken. I
That's
still
what it
think
was,
War's
like
broken.
barking and stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like War's still broken since the update with the added extra 30 seconds for Town Hall 9. I mean, it just makes it so easy.
Definitely. It's crazy. And it did. I mean, the 30 seconds in the spell, it's helped Town Hall 10 a lot. I mean, we're seeing a lot more fair play Town Hall 10 3-stars. But like you said, it's made Town Hall 9 incredibly easy now. And I know I keep sounding like the cynical old man, saying, back in my day, we didn't have all them extra time and extra spells, but it really is. You see so many attacks that look like they failed, but they've got 33 minutes left to clean up the base. It's like you don't even need, if you're doing a hog raid, you don't even need your hogs to survive. If you've got 2 wizards up, give them time. They'll get there. They have to chew through 4 walls to get to Town Hall, but it's okay. They'll get there.
But what if it's more about now the fact that I'm thinking about this because for my main account, it has been really rough. Now for Brittany, who I don't collect on, or I try to collect on. I try to, I don't really go raiding, unless maybe here and there. It's been really good. And then I can be, part of wars. I can collect more. I can do a few lazily raid and kind of play at a pace that I think a lot of people would. And then when I get to a war, I've been kind of killing it a lot of the time. I mean, I might have I've had a lot of 3-stars, but even if it's a fail, it was mostly pretty close.
Yeah. And she's a 9, right?
Yeah, and she's a 9. I mean, no expos yet. Just got the clan castle to the max for 9, and so using and now you see also at Town Hall 9 level 2 poisons on a dragon will kill the dragon, so you're seeing a lot of change up in that regard too. I'm wondering if it's making 9 more fun for the casual player, so it's not these wars that are because you guys those Town Hall 9 without those troops, and I mean the Town Hall 10s when it's not just the 2-star but 3-star, it's really rough. But I think for the 9s now, the plan with that extra time, it's not going to be those 99%. They've got a freeze spell, so you've got a little bit of added things. It's just for the casual player. I would think that
I haven't seen a Town Hall 9 fail on time yet since the update. I mean, I'm sure they have, but I haven't seen not a one. Time used to be such a factor, and I think you're right. It's helping the casual player. They're getting more 3-stars at Town Hall 9 when the more experienced player, it's crazy. It's so many fresh hit 3-stars. I mean, in that FPC war, and you're going up against some of the best bases in the game, and it was just phenomenal, the amount of fresh hit 3s. So it's go ahead.
All the ones in that war that failed were failed because they hit the double bombs or they went air and didn't get all the air defenses. It wasn't like they ran out of time.
Yeah,
it was just they triggered all the traps.
You had one Town Hall level that was broken, which was Town Hall 10, and then it seems like the update came out and it helped Town Hall 10 just a little bit. Then it almost seemed like they broke 9 and 11. They made 9 way too easy with the time and the spell, and then they gave 11 the level 3 witches, and of course the bases haven't had time to catch up yet, so you don't have these max 11s sitting here in war. You have Town Hall 10s that have a baby expo, and they don't have the max wizards. I really think these witches, it's going to change whenever when people have 5 level 9 wizard towers. I think that's going to really balance out the witches.
I can do that. I forgot that I've just been putting it into my new defenses.
Yeah,
maybe I should pump it into...
So it seemed like, again, it just seems like Supercell is always taking the competitive side out of the game. It's like, I really think in their mind, they just want everybody to be a hardcore pusher. I really think that's their ideal thought. And they need to get over themselves and realize that people are going to play the way they want to play. And it's so easy, just it for them, you know, that's what Jake from One Hive said. He's like, you can do it all. You can make it appealing to the 3-year-old, and you can still have the EA Sport side of it, and then you can still have the pushers doing their thing. Why not make everybody happy? It's so simple.
I don't know. There's a lot of bitchy people out there.
No,
They're just trying to get
there's a lot of
people
people that
up
aren't
to 10.
happy.
No,
Tachi will tell you I'm the most optimistic person in the world with this game, and it does. Even I get really frustrated sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I know, and it was really. I was feeling that too, and I'm hoping things are with the boost, and maybe there's smaller tweaks that are going on, because I haven't been doing too bad, and I don't know. We should quick talk about the league system.
Back again.
And we're back again.
Go.
We lost Hufer and Ricky Bobby
Rest in peace.
during the break. Rest in peace.
If you find them, please return them.
Yes, to the House of L. I did want to talk about the. We just took a little break there, but we did talk about the. We've been seeing the league's system change, right? So they've got new bonuses, percentages. I've been going up to try to get loot. What has been happening with that? You guys are down in silver and gold and all over the place. What are you seeing?
I went up to Crystal. Yeah, everybody told me to come up to farm, and so I was going up to, just get up right around Master of Champs. And man, as soon as I hit Crystal, it was dead base city. Like in 2 nights of farming, maybe 3 or 4 boosts each night, I found over 10 dead bases. Each one was 1 million loot and like 4,000 to 6,000 dark. And I did not, I almost thought about calling into work the next day so I could just stay up and farm all night. I'm staying in Crystal. It's not that good now. I mean, I'm still finding really good. And I think, are you in Low Masters or where are you at?
No, I'm actually in Crystal 1, Crystal 2 area. But I think it's gonna stop here eventually, so no one needs to come down or go up. You guys just stay where you're at.
Yeah. Scotty, can you edit that out? Actually,
yeah.
I think silver and gold is actually the place where you need to be.
Go to
bronze. That's where it's at.
Well, I just couldn't. The bases I was running into were so tough to go against that I couldn't hit it with anything. Well, maybe now that with the Super Queen, because you don't care about trophies, right? Yeah, because
I'm not worried about that.
You're not cared about the
No.
bonus anymore. Yeah. I was in gold, and then I was going, and I just couldn't get anything. I couldn't get any bonus. So if I couldn't get like the elixir, I couldn't take in. I mean, this sounds ridiculous, but I mean, I'd need at least like 200K of elixir and the bonus to survive and like go up at all. Because if you use a couple spells, and I was using Jibarch, and it still is relatively expensive if you're using a lot of spells to go in there and wipe it out. So I'd lose one raid, and it was like pushing. I mean, like not have if I didn't win, then it was really, really bad. Or if I couldn't take that loot, it was rough. So have the bases changed?
I think what it is too. No, what you got to think before the update, all these hard bases that you're seeing now, they would have a farming base set up. So when you're nexting, you don't have to hit them. They've got their town hall out. But now that's why when you're nexting now, you see so many tough bases because they're not hiding behind a shield. They would always get sniped and have a shield, and you'd never see them. But now people are going hours and hours and hours without a shield. So now when you're nexting, I think that's another reason why you're not going to see nearly as many dead bases. Because back when people had their farming base out, I mean, think about it before. You logged off, boom, you got sniped, you had a shield, and you were done. Okay. It was too easy before the update. It was awesome, but it was too easy. You could farm as much as you want. I mean, I know people that were at work that would literally cook up a full war army, tack, put their phone down, get sniped, come back, and 45 minutes later, attack, and literally do that all day and never get hit. I mean, people were looking in their defense logs, and it had been 2 months since they got hit with a full attack. So all those bases were hidden. So when you're nexting, the majority of people you're seeing are people that their shield expired and they run out, so their collectors were full, or you saw dead bases. But it's now they're still there, but you've got to swim through so many other people to get to them. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Chef, what are your thoughts on that?
I think you just, you see a lot of these big, hard bases, but they also have a lot of loot too, So these are guys that are saving up for big, expensive upgrades, and I'm just looking for bases that have about 400k of golden elixir, at least 2.5 of dark, and, I feel like you usually get, at least with Super Queen, I get about half the elixir and gold. I probably won't get the whole base, but unless it's a 9, I can maybe get pretty close. But with a 10, if I can get half of that, I feel like, I don't know, it's about 120,000 elixir for my troop composition with a couple spells. So, if I can get 200 back, then I'm slowly going to be, making some money off that. That's just kind of what I look for. So I don't mind going after the big hard bases. That's kind of all I'm seeing these days.
And where are you? You're hanging out where?
I'm in low crystal. I usually will get up to crystal and then, just kind of go back and forth between high gold, low crystal, and just kind of hang out in there. And I'm seeing just lots of good stuff. So,
because I'm up in Masters, and I'm, I don't know. Now I'm following the loot like the old days. I'm just gonna surf to wherever it takes me. I like the bonus. But man, you guys have posted some replays. Well, I don't Mert. What did you just get tonight? Like a 600, 700K?
What was Huff? He found one that was 700, 704. But I mean, tonight alone, I've hit probably 7 or 8 that were 4,000 to 6,000 dark.
Okay.
And that's in bronze for anybody listening. That's where I'm finding all this at.
That's exactly where you need to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought what was going to happen is we were going to be pushed to where we need to be in the game. It seemed like you almost had to, I guess, at least for me. But I don't know. Do you think is that what's going to happen? I mean, because you guys...
Well, Supercell wants you to go up.
Are you guys waking up with a lot of defenses?
They even tell you, and this is what blew my mind when I first read it, is whenever you don't get attacked and you make it through all your personal breaks, they're like, increase your trophy amount. You're too low in trophies. I'm like, bitch, don't you tell me how to fucking play this game. I could not believe it when I read that. And that's when I was like, wow, this game has changed. They used to not be like that.
Huh. Before I got a solid base design, I was getting hit a lot, and I was losing a lot, and that was, complicating the problem. But it was bringing me up in trophies. And now that I get a base that is not getting hit so easily, I think that's helping a lot. That's part of the problem is, getting a good defense and then being smarter on your offense.
I guess, I'm just wondering. I know Supercell wants everybody to go up. Are you guys waking up with, like, I remember post update. I mean, I was waking up to hundreds of trophies.
Yeah, not anymore.
Okay, so because I'd forgotten about that aspect of it, because it's been a few weeks.
People were still desperately trying to stay down in silver because they were so used to farming there, and they kept getting pushed up, so they keep dropping troops. But yeah, now I think people are starting to adapt, and now they're just rolling with the punches, I think.
I've had a few nights recently where I don't get attacked at all. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I did not get attacked at all, which seems kind of crazy. Part of that is, if I just spent a ton of money on an upgrade, but I don't know, I've got like 5 million gold right now, and nobody hit me last night. It seems kind of weird to me.
Even if your boosters are collected, or your collectors are boosted right now, someone should want to hit you.
Yeah, I know. I've got full boosted collectors, but waking up and not being attacked seems a bit odd to me right now.
Well, they did. On that note, what it makes me think of is what's been happening, towards the end of war, and that's the personal break, which they introduced or changed a little bit. Instead of, I don't know, what was it called before? Was it still called personal break? It was 6 hour. Now it was 3, and then to 4 and that was a real mess. But I think now it seems to be doing all right. But there is one problem, and that is personal breaks near the end of war. Check your personal break time.
Yeah, that messes stuff.
Yep, that happened to me a couple wars back. I was right in the middle of my war attack, and those big, bold red letters all across the screen. You have been on too long and will be kicked, and they don't go away. They stay up for a long time. And I was kind of pissed. I was like, damn, I'm trying to attack here. And it forces you to buy that 10 gem shield. I mean, it's kind of awesome, but I hate the fact that you have to buy it. So what I've been doing is I will play my 3 hours, and then right when the letters pop up, it says you're about to be kicked, you can pay the 10 gems, you get a 2-hour guard, and the guard, you can attack freely, or you can turn your iPad off. It won't matter. You won't get attacked while you have that guard. So you can still get your 5 hours straight. For some people that are, addicted to farming, still get that.
So the average player is probably not too. I mean, I think now that they've extended it a little bit more, it seems to be fitting. I don't know, just about right. Maybe as you get to the range where you're at, you get attack more and get a shield. Because I haven't had too many. I keep getting I'll get a personal break thing because I'll be on for a while and then I'll go off, but I just don't get hit with a shield, and which really was really hard during the FPC war. That was really difficult when you're so involved and kind of watching everything going on. It's tough.
Yes. Especially when you're like staring at a base, trying to scout the base you're going to attack, you can just spend hours staring at that thing, that's just eating up your time.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if an answer to that would be just to turn your village on open or something, when you're just playing the game, where you're doing your war map or something, just turn your village to like the status of like you're offline, and if you could do that, then you could chat and just sitting there, and there's live replays anyways, so you could just it's your village, and it's just like now you can't touch anything.
Yeah, I just don't know if there'd be a way to exploit that, for people.
Well, yeah, I suppose you put in something like that, and pretty soon it's the next thing. What else? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, just, I'm curious to see what's going to happen when the boost ends, and if that's going to screw things up again, or if things will still be okay. I think that's what everyone's kind of waiting to see.
Run! try to get to the right spots. What do you think, Hatter?
What do we have? Like 4 days left on the boost?
Till the 7th, so what's today, the 4th? Yeah, like 3 days.
So maybe like Thursday.
And get it while you can.
Yep.
Well, it seems like the post boost lasts a while, but I might be remembering it weird because there was that week-long extended boost, that one gem.
Yeah.
So in ways to exploit
awesome.
that, and so it was even longer. At different points, I think. So I think it'll go for. I don't know, actually. I would imagine it would go for probably a week. Like, you wouldn't start feeling the effects right away. But I don't know anymore. I mean, with the bases set up the way they are, where you have to defend it, and the town hall is a part of the resources, it might go faster than I would think. Hatter, your prediction?
Farming's going to stay the same. It's going to be awesome. Take that to the bank.
Bronze for life.
Chef, what do you think it's going to stay?
Yeah, I'm optimistic that things will be well and it'll kind of balance itself out. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised with the end of the boost. They introduce a few different little changes, because they've got to go in and shut it off anyways. And it seems like they've been coming in a little bit more often, with the boost and then the snow and, there's little things. I wonder if in each of those instances, there's little tweaks that get put in. Maybe not a major update, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a small update coming up.
What are we? Are we still about a month out from another update? Don't they do one in the spring normally, like around February or March?
It used to be every 6 weeks or so. I think if they were going to do an update, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a smaller update now where it was, they didn't really introduce anything. They just said some game fixes and maybe a skin or something, or maybe, something small. Maybe they introduce a level on another troop, just something tiny, just to say,
look, level 7 loons. I mean, nothing huge. Just come on. Just something small,
With that new opening screen, the loons have changed there. So some people were speculating maybe that is what they're going to do.
Yeah, they did look a little different.
It could just be for the holidays or something, but
just be fucking with us too.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Well, it is okay. So it's Monday, and usually with a sneak peek, the 7th is a Thursday, right? If it was going to be, we'd see something right away. I mean, I would think, but I don't know, because with some of the tweaks, I wonder if the tweaks that they need to make, I wonder if they're not bigger than something that would, it would require an update.
I don't know. They seem kind of busy putting out commercials and putting out new games, so I don't know if they have any work in this game coming out.
I did see that Clash commercial with the guy from Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, he's great.
They were all real. They were all really good. They were.
And because a lot of the clan is international, we're starting to hear Australia seeing them. Denmark seeing them. I think the thing has come up a couple different times, different types of commercials. So I know that Super Bowl will be coming up in the near future where they debuted it, and that's when a lot of new players come to the game. So it wouldn't shock me to do something smaller to tweak, or to fix the things that have been kind of weird and get ready for the big rush of people who come in after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, a lot of people started, I think, around Super Bowl time. Right? I mean, don't you hear that from people?
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, I have. I've heard a lot of people say that.
So, well, why don't we wrap up so I can try to get this out and posted. Anything else you guys want to touch on? Shout outs? There's a lot going on, and we've talked on TeamSpeak so much. I'm trying to think of the things, there's just so much has been going on that it's we'll be talking about this stuff for a while, because there's
the holidays I think have been hectic for everybody.
Yes, it's been traveling and crazy, but with everything going on in the game and new troops, new defenses, it's a new year in Clash of Clans. So anything that we didn't touch on you guys wanted to get to? I think we made it all through my list.
I think
we're good.
We covered everything. Yep.
Okay, how does anybody who wants to, not that they would, get a hold of you guys or not?
Yeah, you can't get a hold of me at all.
Yeah. Stop by the House of L to see Chef, or
you gotta be like Spaceman. You gotta drop by the clan.
Yep. You gotta drop by the clan.
You can reach me at ParkerJesse83 at iCloud.com. Or on Twitter, I mean.
Twitter.
At ParkerJesse83 on Twitter.
Hatter?
I'm at Mad Hatter 113 Twitter, and retweet Murtaugh stuff. So if you follow him, you don't need to follow me.
There's a lot.
If you need to find me, I'll be in the van down by the river.
Down by the river.
That's awesome. Big shout out to Tybot. Our thoughts are with him and his friend who had an accident. So hang in there, buddy. And I think sorry.
Let me shout out one of the funniest fuckers in our clan, Mr. Dirk Diggler. That guy keeps the chat popping every day. Just throwing that out there.
Dude,
we love you, Dirk. Tell your girlfriend to fucking loosen the grip a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a bit. So she doesn't have to take the leash completely off, but just give you some wiggle room.
Nice. Any other shout outs?
We're good.
I'm good.
Spaceman, where you been at, buddy?
Yeah,
where's Space at?
Looking forward to hanging out again.
Kind of been in hiding.
Yeah, so you can get a hold of me at WBSMT Radio on Twitter for announcements, and at Scotty827 on Twitter. And best way, email clashclanspodcast@gmail.com and clashclanspodcast.com. You can see some new changes coming to the website in the next couple of weeks, and everything clashy. So keep clashy, everybody. Skilly beep 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 beep.